Here are the 10 most beautiful places in the world. Massive glaciers, towering mountains, and plains dotted with wild animals. We live in a big, beautiful world. In fact, when looking at the most beautiful places in the world, it can be difficult to decide where to go next. While listing all of Mother Nature's greatest hits would take a lifetime, we believe these 10 out-of-this-world landscapes and awe-inspiring wonders should be at the top of your travel bucket list. Whether you're looking for beaches, forests, or national parks, you're sure to find your new favorite spot on this list. Which one will you visit first? Number 10, Azores Island, Portugal. Looking for a European island adventure? The Azores are an archipelago of 9 volcanic islands in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean located between Lisbon and New York. The islands are located approximately 850 miles west of mainland Portugal, but the Azores, like the Portuguese island of Madeira, are an autonomous region of Portugal. Although this archipelago is part of Portugal, its rich biodiversity and unique scenery will make you feel far from Europe. This is a place where time slows down, and the true Azorean way is to savor every moment of the day without feeling rushed. The Azores have breathtaking mountain views, tropical greenery, vibrant hydrangeas, and amazing waterfalls. These islands are the result of the forces that shape our planet indefinitely. The Azores were formed about 36 million years ago as a result of volcanic and seismic activity associated with the European, American, and African tectonic plates. Volcanoes, caverns, and large blue lakes dot the landscape as a result of these events. These islands paint a picture fit for a fairy tale, from whale watching and diving to breathtaking hikes with hidden waterfalls. The Azores are an ideal destination for those looking to reconnect with nature while getting away from the hustle and bustle of a big city. Number 9, Antelope Canyon, Arizona. Antelope Canyon is unlike any other place on the planet. When the sun shines in the middle of the day, shafts of light cut into the canyon, illuminating the narrow orange and gold sandstone walls. The effect is almost surreal, and photographers from all over the world flock to capture it. Visiting Antelope Canyon, on the other hand, isn't as simple as driving to a parking lot and walking up to the entrance. But we're here to show you the ropes, from booking a Navajo guide to photographing the changing light. Antelope Canyon, formed by millions of years of erosion, is part of the Lake Powell Navajo Tribal Park, which is located 10 minutes east of Page, near the Arizona-Utah border. Although there is only one slot canyon in the park, you can visit both Upper Antelope Canyon and Lower Antelope Canyon. Upper Antelope Canyon is the more popular entrance because it is at ground level and has less than a 2% incline. Lower Antelope Canyon necessitates descending, and ascending, several flights of stairs and ladders. Number 8, Arashiyama Bamboo Grove, Japan. This world-famous, seemingly endless forest of swaying bamboo boughs is perfect for a relaxing retreat to nature during a stay in Japan, located at the foot of the Storm Mountains in the north of the city of Kyoto. The surrounding Arashiyama district is also well worth a visit, as it is known for its unique fishing methods that involve trained cormorant birds. Its main street and Tagetsuko Bridge have been dubbed a tourist circus, but Arashiyama offers an authentic and unforgettable Japanese experience beyond this thoroughfare. This sightseeing district is an excellent day trip from Kyoto. Arashiyama is a visual delight, with lush forests, cherry blossoms, and vibrant autumn koyo colors. Arashiyama Bamboo Grove is well known both locally and internationally. The Japanese Ministry of Environment named the sound of rustling bamboo in this forest one of the 100 soundscapes of Japan. It provides an unforgettable Kyoto experience. Despite being one of Kyoto's most popular attractions, the mystical bamboo path in Arashiyama is a refreshing change from your typical sightseeing day. while the 500-meter path is wide enough for both pedestrians and bicyclists. Begin at Tenryuji Temple and work your way to the far end of the forest at Nanamiya Shrine. As you walk beneath the towering emerald stalks, you'll fall into a trance. Visitors can walk along paths that are lined with endless rows of towering bamboo. The sensation has been described as otherworldly, peaceful, and dreamlike. Number 7, Atacama Desert, Chile. The Atacama Desert is a desert plateau in South America that stretches for 1,600 kilometers along the Pacific coast, west of the Andes Mountains. The Atacama Desert is sheltered by the snow-capped Andes Mountains, which block rain from the east. To the west, the upwelling of cold water from deep within the Pacific Ocean creates atmospheric conditions that prevent seawater evaporation and the formation of clouds and rain. The weather is beautiful all year, with more than 90% of the days being sunny. Every month, there is an amazing moon, and you can enjoy the darkness of the night with its fresh air and lack of clouds, which makes the stars shine like nowhere else on Earth. Despite being the world's driest desert and experiencing high temperatures during the day, the high peaks present are capped with snow. This is possible due to the altitude, which prevents temperatures in these areas from rising significantly. The Atacama Desert is one of only a few places on the planet with 300-plus days of clear skies per year. Communities of organisms that have adapted to thrive in harsh conditions live on the outskirts of the Atacama Desert. The desert's hyperid core, on the other hand, is largely devoid of plant and animal life, with the exception of a few strains of microbial life. Scientists hope that studying the Atacama Desert's dry, dusty conditions will reveal secrets about the key to life in other parts of the universe, such as Mars. Number 6, Boracay Island, Philippines. Boracay is a tropical island with stunning white sand beaches and clear blue waters located about an hour's flight from Cebu or Manila, just off the larger Philippines island of Panay. From waking up to the sound of crashing waves to going for long walks by the Boracay beach every morning to sitting on the white sand all day to enjoy the idyllic ocean view and swimming in the pristine blue water, this tropical island destination has so much to satisfy one's wanderlust craving. Boracay competes with the best beaches and more popular destinations such as the Caribbean and the South Pacific, as well as neighboring Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia, for beach connoisseurs. Water sports and activities such as sailing, windsurfing, snorkeling, diving, and jet skiing will appeal to visitors. Boracay's fun doesn't stop when the sun goes down. The nightlife pulsates with many bars and restaurants serving food, drink, and entertainment until the early hours of the morning. In January, the famous colorful Calaboate Time Festival, held in Aklan, the same province as Boracay Island, takes place. It's one of the best festivals in the Philippines and is known as the country's version of Mardi Gras. Despite being one of the most popular tourist destinations in the country, this Boracay beach never loses its allure. Something about its long stretch of white sand and its unrivaled, magical sunsets entices you to return again and again. Number 5, Denali National Park, Alaska. This world-famous national park is known for its pristine parkland, magnificent wildlife. Denali National Park and Preserve's granite spires and snowy summits span 160 miles of the Alaska Range and have so much elevation that they are frequently lost in the clouds. The highest peak in North America dominates the skyline. Denali rises majestically to 20,310 feet and is one of Alaska's most awe-inspiring sights. Hiking, biking, camping, rafting, fishing, wildlife viewing, and flight seeing are just a few of the activities available at Denali. Denali National Park and Preserve is notable for more than just the mountain. The park is also home to 37 different mammal species, including lynx, marmots, and Arctic ground squirrels, as well as foxes and snowshoe hares, and 130 different bird species, including the impressive golden eagle. Most visitors, however, are interested in seeing Alaska's big five animals: moose, caribou, wolf, Dall sheep, and the brown or grizzly bear. Denali is also home to black bears, which live in the park's forested areas, while grizzly bears prefer the open tundra. Denali National Park and Preserve encompasses the central, highest portion of the Alaska Range, as well as many glaciers and glacial valleys that run southwards from the range. The landscape includes boreal forest and Arctic tundra. The park's vegetation includes over 650 species of flowering plants, shrubs, lichen, and moss, with coniferous trees, birch, and aspen growing in the lowlands. In this subarctic wilderness, only plants adapted to long, cold winters and short growing seasons can thrive. The park's ever-changing landscape is defined by glacially fed braided rivers, landslides, and moving glaciers. Number 4, Galapagos Island, Ecuador. The Galapagos Islands are located in the Pacific Ocean about 1,000 kilometers from Ecuador's coast. This archipelago and its vast marine reserve are known as a one-of-a-kind living museum and showcase of evolution. Its geographical location at the meeting point of three ocean currents makes it one of the world's richest marine ecosystems. Seismic and volcanic activity continues to reflect the processes that form the islands. These processes, combined with the island's extreme isolation, resulted in the evolution of unusual plant and animal life, including marine iguanas, flightless cormorants, giant tortoises, huge cacti, endemic trees, and numerous subspecies of mockingbirds and finches. The Galapagos Marine Reserve is an underwater wildlife spectacle, with corals, sharks, penguins, and marine mammals aplenty. No other location in the world can provide the experience of diving with such a diverse range of marine life forms that are so accustomed to humans that they accompany divers. The variety of underwater geomorphological forms adds value to the site, creating a one-of-a-kind display that cannot be found anywhere else in the world. The geology of the archipelago begins at sea level and rises above sea level, where biological processes continue. The meeting of three major tectonic plates, Nazca, Cocos, and Pacific at the ocean's bottom, is of great geological interest. Number 3, Isle of Skye, Scotland. Skye is the largest and most northerly of Scotland's Inner Hebrides Islands. It is the most accessible of these islands to the mainland, which is only a few hundred years away at Kyleakin, where the Skye Bridge provides road access to the mainland. Administratively, it is part of the Highland Council area, and historically, it was part of the county of Inverness Shire. Skye was inhabited in prehistoric times and later settled by Gaelic-speaking Scots from Ireland in the 1st centuries BCE. From the 9th to the 12th centuries, the island was ruled by Norsemen. While the Kingdom of Scotland claimed the island after that, the Lords of the Isles retained independent control of the Hebrides until the 15th century. Dunvegan Castle, home of the MacLeods, Skye's chief clan, was built in the 9th century and has been occupied for the longest period of time in Scotland. Skye is nearly 50 miles, 80 kilometers, long, and its coastline is so deeply indented that no part is more than 5 miles, 8 kilometers, from the sea. The Killen Hills, which rise 3,257 feet, 993 meters, above sea level, dominate the landscape in south-central Skye. North of Portree is the strange basaltic group of pinnacles known as Store, the most notable of which is the Old Man of Store, a landmark for sailors. Skye is mostly made up of moorland. Number 2, Machu Picchu, Peru. The historic sanctuary of Machu Picchu, nestled in a dramatic landscape at the confluence of the Peruvian Andes and the Amazon basin, is one of the world's greatest artistic, architectural, and land use achievements, as well as the most significant tangible legacy of the Inca civilization. The Mixed World Heritage Property, recognized for outstanding cultural and natural values, encompasses 32,592 hectares of mountain slopes, peaks, and valleys surrounding its heart, the spectacular archaeological monument of La Ciudadela, the Citadel, at more than 2,400 meters above sea level. Machu Picchu was built in the 15th century and abandoned when the Inca Empire was conquered by the Spaniards in the 16th century. At its peak, it was probably the most amazing urban creation of the Inca Empire. Its massive walls, terraces, and ramps appear to have been cut naturally into the continuous rock escarpments. The natural setting, on the eastern slopes of the Andes, includes the upper Amazon basin and its diverse flora and fauna. The eastern slopes of the tropical Andes, with their massive gradient from high-altitude puna grasslands and polyalpus thickets to montane cloud forests and tropical lowland forests, are known to have a rich biodiversity and high endemism of global significance. Despite its small size, the property helps to preserve a diverse range of habitats and species diversity with remarkable endemic and reflect flora and fauna. Number 1, Blitz Lakes National Park, Croatia. Blitz Lakes National Park in Croatia is one of the world's great natural wonders, a lush and pristine valley with 16 dazzling terraced lakes, 90 waterfalls, and kilometers of boardwalk. Blitz is often described as Europe's most beautiful national park, and it frequently appears on lists of Europe's undiscovered gems or hidden secrets. Blitz Lakes, a tourist attraction since the late 1800s, is Croatia's oldest national park, and the country's only UNESCO World Heritage Site, and was officially established in 1949. Blitz's mineral composition results in a variety of stunning colors in the lakes, ranging from teal to azure, green, gray, and blue. The crystal clear water allows for a clear view of some extremely fat fish. The water itself is high mountain runoff, and because the water calcifies everything it comes into contact with, there is no mud or algae, keeping the water clear. There are 8 hiking trails of varying lengths available. Trail H is popular and offers a good overview of the park. It is approximately 9 kilometers long and can be completed in 4 hours. Loop K, 18.3 kilometers, is the longest and takes 6 to 8 hours to complete, while Trail E takes about 2 hours. A and B focus on the lower lakes, E on the upper lakes, and F, H, and K cover the entire park.